Hey guys, I'm Combat Craig, and yesterday the Department of Veterans Affairs announced major changes to presumptive conditions associated with Agent Orange and particulate matter exposure. This is huge. A lot of people have been fighting these things for a long time and getting their claims denied. And this is big news. Before I get started, if you want to learn more about the VA claims process, you can head over to my boot camp at combatcraig.com, where I break it down for you and explain what I did to get to 100% permanent and total. So let's start off with the changes to Agent Orange. The VA will begin implementing provisions of the William M. Thornberry National Defense Act for fiscal year 2021. And they're going to do this by adding 3 new conditions to the presumptive list. I've heard a lot of Vietnam veterans in particular getting denied for these over the years. So the changes are bladder cancer, hyperthyroidism, and Parkinsonism. They're adding those 3 to the presumptive list. For a lot of you guys that are Vietnam veterans, where this stuff links back to the early to mid 60s, all the way to 75, that means a lot of retroactive pay for you guys. I'm going to put a link to this article so you could read it, and I'm going to put a link to the presumptive list so you can look through there as well. This is a quote from Secretary McDonough. I think this is the best quote that I've heard since he's been in office this year. Many of our nation's veterans have waited a long time for these benefits. VA will not make them wait any longer. This is absolutely the right thing to do for veterans and their families, and I couldn't agree more, Mr. Secretary. Awesome job. Now you're getting shit done. Love it. The VA will apply the provisions of court orders related to Nehmer versus U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, which may result in an earlier date for entitlement to benefits for veterans who served in the Republic of Vietnam during the Vietnam War. I'm also going to put a link to the Nehmer decision. It's Nehmer. This has to do with back pay and earlier effective dates. Vietnam War veterans and their survivors who previously filed and were denied benefits for one of these 3 new presumptive conditions will have their cases automatically reviewed without the need to refile a claim. VA will send letters to impacted veterans and survivors. So this part I'm not too sure about. It makes me nervous that the VA is going to go through. I don't know what we're talking about here. A couple 100,000, 50,000, it's a lot. So they're saying they're going to send you a letter. So keep your eyes open for this letter. Make sure your address is updated so you actually receive the letter. It's not going to be a phone call. It's not going to be an email. They're going to mail you a letter. But get proactive on it now. If this is something that you suffer from, I might call the VA and ask them, am I going to receive this letter? Always be proactive for the VA. Especially Vietnam veterans. None of us are getting any younger. But if you have one of these conditions and other stuff from Agent Orange, complications, I would call and see if you can get that letter a little sooner so you can get this moving for yourself and for your family. Another part of this is the particulate matter exposures and the changes that were made there. This is going to primarily involve Gulf War veterans in Afghanistan and Uzbekistan. This is addressing the stuff floating around from burn pits. There's been a lot of talk about burn pit exposure, particulate matter exposure, and they're actually going to do something. The VA is initiating rulemaking to consider adding respiratory conditions, which may include, so this is a may, include asthma, sinusitis, and rhinitis to the list of chronic disabilities based on an association with military service in Southwest Asia. So this is talking about the burn pit stuff. I would like them to be bringing sleep apnea in the conversation as well. But the fact that they're even talking about asthma, rhinitis, and sinusitis is a good start. Again, there's a link in the description. These are 2 major changes that are currently being implemented with regard to particulate matter exposures and the 3 new conditions for Agent Orange. So check this stuff out, and I'll see you in the next video.